Hello and welcome back to Crypto Disco, the home of technical analysis and also live trading. And in today's video, we're going to take a look at Ethereum. Wow, Ethereum is looking kind of crazy in a minute because it could really go either way, up and down. So if it breaks out of this zone, whether it goes up or down, we could be looking at massive percentage gains in trades. And it could mean either a pump or dump within the crypto space. And if you find that interesting, then sit back and relax and enjoy the video. Alright guys, welcome back. Now, as you can see on your screen, we're looking at the weekly charts and the setup is looking quite mad, if you ask me, because if we take a look at the trend line going down, now this is a really important area for us to be able to break up in order for us to remain bullish. Instead, we're looking like we form this triangle literally to the T. If you measure out all the wicks from here, and the wicks down here is still important, but not really necessarily important. It gives it like a directional bias in terms of where Ethereum is looking, where it's likely to head. However, we just need to retest back up in this area up here with a view or with a hope of trying to break out of this trend line over here to bounce back within this region over here. The reason why I picked that is because if you look to your left, this is where it started breaking down again, and that could be like a really important supply of demand. So once we do come up to this area over here, the really important supply of demand, if I was to stretch that out just so you can see exactly what I'm thinking. And what I mean by that is, let me grab one of the arrows so it's a bit more of a visual aid. Perfect. Okay, so we're currently all the way down here. We need to break up this area, come back up slightly, retest back into the zone before we hit into this area up here. Only then, once we do break out of this trend line over here, that's going down, and we do break above this supply and demand area, there we could be looking for a retest back into the zone before we power our way out. Now, once we do break this area over here, we'll be looking at massive 107% in gains in trade, but that's a little bit further into the future. So we should dive down back into the daily. And in the daily, what do we see? What we're currently seeing is that we are struggling to get our way back up into this zone over here in order for us to retest so we can get back towards the trend line. And the way it's set up, it looks like you can see like a massive wick from the top there that could be filled any day now, going back up again, but it looks more bearish than bullish. So it looks like what's going to happen, we're going to break down back to this area here in the red, only to retest the red again. And what I mean by that is once we break out below the red zone, come back up to retest and to fall much further down. So that means right now this area here is going to be really crucial in a sense of in which direction will Ethereum head. So let's head down to the 4-hourly chart. And on the 4-hour chart, it looks like, if I just make the chart a bit more neater. Okay, so it looked like we already formed a bearish candle with a wick on the top. That's almost like a shooting star. If that is the case, then yeah, we are likely to head back down in the zone. Now, if we were to look at it from a trading perspective, Once it does reach back down here, there is still a possibility where we could retest this area here before we could see any further price action. But if we do wait and be patient for us to hit around about this area over here, we would need Ethereum to drop like another 10 or 11%, and Ethereum price would be approximately 1,000, yeah, around about 1,000 and 100, 1,001 dollar range, which would be a very nice range on an area of price where we can pick up some more Ethereums. If we look at the trade, I will definitely will be looking for us to head way back down into this level of area for a trade for possibly to go up. Now, if that does come into fruition, where we enter this trade here to go for a long trade, we're looking at approximately anywhere between 22 to all the way up to 26% gains in trade. Once we do hit in this area up here, I won't be looking to hold this trade for much longer, only because we could see a massive pullback. When it pulls back, I mean, it could go all the way back into the zone here and break down below. So I don't particularly want to lose all the potential profits. So what we'll do instead, the second we'll touch this area up here from this trade. And if we do come back into the zone and trading all the way back up again, I will be taking all my profits. And then I'm going to be watching what happens next in terms of price movement for Ethereum. Because if it comes back all the way down here, then it's looking more bearish. Excuse me. And for us to come back down into this blue zone, retest the red zone to go all the way down to its previous low. So we could be looking at maybe between 900 or $700 of Ethereum. Now that area will be like an amazing opportunity for anyone to pick up even more Ethereums, because I can see us once we do break up and out of this area here, if I show you quickly. Computer's a bit slow today. All right, cool. So once we do break out of around about $1,600 in Ethereum, I can seriously see us going up to retest this zone. There be some, pullback, could be a minor or major pullback, and then as we look to the left, we can see just a flood or just a sea bank of red candles. So that means once we do break out this area, chances are we're going to pop back up to the very top in this area, to say the least. If that happens, then we could be looking at Ethereum roughly around about 3,500 to 3,600, and that would be a massive in return of 105, 107% gains in trade, or even better, around about 113, 115% in your trade. If it's 2x leverage, that would be the best time to leverage. When we do break out this area up here, I'll probably go a lot more harder into my Ethereum trade rather than my BTC, because this gives me a lot of confidence that once we do break this area here, that is highly likely that we are going to retest back up to this top here. Of course, that all depends on what happens in the crypto space, with if there is any negative news regarding exchanges being closed down or going bankruptcy. If there's no news, then that's the good news for sure. Especially if we hit around about this area over here, then I'll be looking to add a lot more to my bags, especially in my leverage trading. Right then, if you find this channel useful and informative with all the latest information I've given today with the Ethereum charts, how to trade it, how to view it from a technical analysis perspective, please give me a like, subscribe, and also hit the bell notification so you'll be notified for all the future videos. And for anything else, just leave me in the description whether you like this content for today. Thumbs up for bullish, thumbs down for bearish, you decide. And also, if you'd like to head over towards my description, you find more information on how you can gain more cryptos. And also, not that I am representing Netflix, Spotify, or any of them, but I do have a way for you to actually pick up some free Spotify and Netflix by going down to the below, as well as the free $25, which means if you open up an exchange app, let's say, for example, the crypto.com, by using my link, you'll be able to get your $25 plus a free Netflix and Spotify. To find more information, please head over towards my description. So until then, peace, and I'll see you all later.